2 a.m. A forest road with no lights. Just tall pine trees standing like shadow. The air is so cold it burns your lungs. Gravel crunches under tires as the car shakes to a stop. My father does not say my name. He just tells me to get out. I remember my shoe half united. My fingers shaking as I try to fix it, but I cannot feel them anymore. I don't even have a cord. The cold cuts straight through me. Out. The door open. I step onto the road. Gravel slides under my feet. Before I can turn back, before I can even understand what's happening, the door slams. The car pulls away. Red tail light shrinking into the dark. And just like that, I am alone. Parents say cruel thing. They do not drag their daughter onto a dark road, and I leave her there, except mine did. What time is it where you are right now? I want to know how far this story traveled before the truth finally catches up to them. It did not start that night. It started years before. I was 10 when my parents divorced. My mom moved to Oregon for work. My dad said I should stay with him. Better school, he said. It sounded responsible, logical. Then Brenda moved in. She never yelled. That would have been easy. She just erased me. Family photos where I was cropped out. Christmas morning where they wore matching pajamas, three of them, and me. I got a gift card, no name, just an envelope. I was not hated, I was tolerated, and that somehow hurt more. The night everything broke, we were on a weekend trip, quite tense. I pulled out my phone, just one message, one sentence. My father saw it. Everything changed. He stopped the car so hard my head snapped forward. He dragged me out before I could even speak. I remember yelling, crying, but it did not matter. A truck pulled over. The driver Gray stepped out. He looked between us confused, concerned. My father pulled out a crumpled $10 bill and tried to hand it to him. Take her. Gray did not even touch it. Sir, she is a child. Brenda leaned out from the passenger seat. Her voice flat, cold. Deed weight is out. The car door shut, and they drove away. Gone. Gray stood there for a second. Then he picked up two $10 bill using a napkin like it means something. This might matter later, he said quietly. The shelter smelled like bleach and old blanket. They asked me questions. I did not know how to answer. Where would I go? Who could take me? My father had one condition for letting me come back. Not an apology, not a reason, just rule. Because as he told them, this is my household, not my daughter. My mom did not answer her phone, not once. So stranger decided where I would sleep, what I would eat, what would happen to me next. 3 weeks passed like that. Then one day, a woman walked in. My aunt Patricia. She looked at me, really looked at me, and said something no one else had said in years. You are not a pattern. Someone failed you. And for the first time since that road, I believe it might be. And Patricia did not try to fix everything at once. She started small at the kitchen table, a notebook, a pen. Do you know what a credit score is? She asked me. I shook my head. So she taught me interest rates, late fee, loan terms, how money moves, how it traps people. At first, it felt boring. Number one, paper. But slowly, I understood something deeper control. I started running track after school not because I loved it, but because the panic inside me needed somewhere to go. By 16, I had my first investment account, small, careful, quiet. And Patricia would always say, money is not everything, but understanding money keeps other people from using it as a weapon against you. I never forget that. A year after that night in the forest, my father finally reached out. No apology, just one message. I hope you are not spreading lies that could damage the family. I read it twice, and in that moment, something inside me changed. I stopped waiting. It was not anger, it was clarity. I went to community college first, save money, stay focused, then transfer to a state university. No shortcut, no help from them. After graduation, I joined a small property management firm. Not glamorous, but I learned first. Tenants, leases, missed payments, then something bigger. Distress, assets, properties tied to people who could not keep up anymore. One day, I was reviewing a list of default commercial loan. and I saw a name, Mark Whittaker. My father, auto repair shop, losing money, house refinance, twice, equate, pull out for renovation and a newer SUV. I started electricity for a long time. Their entire life was built on borrow money and public lie. I did not act right away. I did it probably. A separate LLC, a boring name no one would question. Then I started purchasing distress debit, legal documented, routine, paperwork, signature, transport, and then later, code formal, certificate, late fee notice, missed payment warning, foreclosure language, everything they had signed, everything they assumed would never apply to them. Now did. They had no idea it was me. Thanksgiving came. I showed up. Same house, same table, same people pretending everything was normal. My father smiled like nothing had ever happened. He even said it. I always believed in thou love. It made you stronger. I listened quietly. Then I put down my fork and I told the truth. Calm, clear, no shaking this time. The room went silent. Then I took out my phone and made a call. Great! His voice came through the speaker, older but steady. He described the road, the cold, the way my father tried to hand him $10 and Brenda water. No one moved, no one spoke. Finally, my great aunt, who had been silent the whole time, looked at my father and said, "Sit down." And for the first time, he did. It was the same hour, 2 a.m. Exactly 11 years later, my phone would not stop ringing. One call, then another call, then dozens. Voice, email, message, panic. You are our only hope. I started at the screen in the dark, and for a second, I saw it clearly. A child once stood on a freezing road, hoping her father would turn back. Now he stood at the edge of everything collapsing, hoping I would. I did not rush. When I arrived, Gary was with me. He did not say much. He just walked beside me to the door. Their SUV was packed full. Boxes staggered to the windows. Everything they owned, ready to go. I placed a folder on the porch rail. Every document, every notice, every signature. My father did not even open it. He just looked at me and said, "I will show you for this." I nodded. "I want to the paper trail to answer for you." Then I told him the truth, calm, final. There was one option, a small studio apartment, one person, 6 months, strict rule, no lies, no shortcut, a real restart. That's when it broke, not the house, not the money. Then my father turned to Brenda. "You should go. Women get more sympathy." She snapped back instantly. "No, you go. You caused this." Years of pretending gone is second. Grace stepped forward slightly, looked at Brenda. "Mom, you love." Just 2 words. Her crying stopped because there was nothing left to hide behind. Later at a quiet dinner, Gray reached into his jacket. He placed something on the table between us. A $10 bill, sealed in a plastic sleeve. "I kept it," he said. 11 years. I looked at it, but did not touch it. "You don't have to want it," he told me gently. "You just have to know it never bought you." The house did not stay empty. I changed it, rebuilt it. The same place where I was never wanted, because a place for girls who had nowhere else to go. Safe room, warm light, open door. One evening, a 16 years old stood in the hallway holding a box of decoration. "Can I decorate the walls?" she asked. I smiled. "Yes." She hesitated, then asked quietly, "Will anyone make me live in the night?" I felt it hit me deep, sharp, familiar. "No," I said, "not here." I turned away for a second, but the letters still came, not because they lost the house, but because the road that was supposed to end me led here. My father left me there because he thought I was dead weight. 11 years later, he learned I was the only one strong enough to carry the truth.